Hey Football Army, what's up? Welcome back to another amazing episode of Soccer Flicker. Fans of soccer come in all ages, shapes, sizes, and types, from die-hard loyalists to fair-weather supporters, and all have their own preferences. When picking the best MLS players and teams, doing so without bias is difficult. Based on titles, fans, and overall success, here are the 5 greatest MLS teams of all time. 5. Columbus Crew. MLS Cup wins. 2. 2008-2020. Best ever player, Brian McBride. It is one of the 10 original teams in the league. Columbus was not among the original host cities of the 1994 World Cup, so many experts thought it would be a disaster. There is no doubt that the Crew may be the most critical team in the league's history. But why? The Crew was the first team to build a soccer stadium in the U.S. That experiment set the standard for every stadium that was built afterward. The Crew has gone through a rebrand and almost made a switch to Austin. But the Nordic have stayed firm with their city of origin. They are now under new ownership and have planned to move to a brand new stadium. Exciting times ahead for the Crew will make history again when they move to a downtown soccer stadium. 4. Sporting Kansas City. MLS Cup wins. 2. 2000-2013. Best ever player, Matt Besler. It would be an understatement to say that this team has had a quiet 8 or 10 years. At the beginning of the decade, Sporting Kansas City started life as the Kansas City Wizards. But there was nothing magical about the first quarter of the 2011 season. The team began the season with a 1-6-3 record. Children's Mercy Park opened in June. Suddenly, everything changed. For 8 years, Sporting dominated the conference. They made the playoffs from 2011 to 2018 and won 4 trophies, including the 2013 MLS Cup. They finished atop their conference 3 times in the regular season, but did not win the Supporters' Shield. All told, SKC won trophies or finished first in 6 of their conferences during the decade. 3. Seattle Sounders FC. MLS Cup wins. 2. 2016-2019. Best ever player, Clint Dempsey. Consistency and excellence are 2 qualities that make greatness. Being able to achieve and maintain great heights is the key to success. It's not just one shooting star, but a steady flow of success as well. Make sure your success spreads far and wide. The Sounders are a great MLS team. A pair of MLS Cup wins. A total of 3 MLS Cup appearances. 3 U.S. Open Cup victories. And 1 Supporters' Shield. Impressive. Among the longest playoff streaks in the league, they have made the playoffs for 10 straight years, 11 total. Over the last 10 years, teams with more than 3 years in the league have scored the highest points per game. Reliability. In the previous 10 years, the Seattle Sounders have provided both. It shouldn't be much of a surprise they have been named MLS Club of the Decade. 2. DC United. MLS Cup wins. 4. 1996, 1997, 1999, 2004. Best ever player, Wayne Rooney. In the history of American soccer, few clubs have the tradition that DC United has. The club has won 13 titles during their 25 years, as they established the first dynasty of Major League Soccer. As winners of 3 of the first 4 MLS Cups and 2 international tournaments, Washington's late 1990s teams were highly regarded. DC fans were spoiled early, and the team had some of the highest attendance numbers in the league's early years. In the same way their old home, RFK Stadium, aged, the club did as well. RFK Stadium grew old and Washington, D.C. stagnated. The team became a shadow of its former self. Despite continued attendance, but not in the high 20,000 numbers of the late 90s, D.C. had to find a place for the new generation of MLS supporters. Audi Field is now home to United's supporter group, the Screaming Eagles, and it is a facility that is genuinely worthy of DC United's illustrious history. 1. La Galaxy. MLS Cup wins. 5. 2002, 2005, 2011, 2012, 2014. Best ever player, David Beckham. La Galaxy's ability to attract big-name soccer stars helped them establish a dynasty in the 2000s. It was a great time to be a Galaxy fan. Talking about the Galaxy from 2010 to 2014 was like talking about the recent Golden State Warriors run. They could lose, but realistically you knew that if their squad remained healthy, they were only ever going to be one winner. In those 5 years, the team won 2 Supporters' Shields and 3 MLS Cups. So guys, this was all about today's video. Share as much as you can. That really motivates us to create more content for you guys. With this, we end our video. Hope you liked the video.